Spotify really likes that song. We're all little ghouls and fools, and as I am Pyra here, and I am back with, Horrorfed. I'm back with a bit of sleep. With something spooky. Somewhere. Here. Oh god, an update. Okay. We're having an update, I suppose. Hello everyone, I'm Miss Pyra here, and I'm here playing Update Simulator. It's very stimulating. It's a very spoopy update, yes. Oh. How you doing, Fed? Oh, I have to... Oh. Just thinking. There we go. Today was rough. This is just a pun, but... I mean... As of late, something always seems to go wrong just about every day. And I'm like, I'm not gonna skip another stream night. Just because the day sucked. Work was annoying, now I'm home. Feel that. You did make it home, though. There are definitely congratulations involved for that. It's a load game. Yeah, sure. Why not? Here's motion photography of Ren Hojo. That's right, we're gonna play a guy. Ren Hojo, a writer, is haunted by a recurring dream in which he kills a young girl during a ritual. He receives an album of post-mortem photographs located on his request by Hisoka. Upon viewing one of the photos, Ren recognizes the very scene from his dreams. Eager to delve further into the puzzling mystery, Ren heads to the abandoned... Well, that's great. Pokemon's updated. Not Pokemon Night, go away. It's not Castle Crashes either, get out of here! Ren heads to the abandoned inn in person this time, bringing along his assistant Rui Kagemiya. I know I need to get back to Pokemon, but that's later. The night is spooky.
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura?
I suppose.
You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance.
I could just
People say there's something
try to go and fight ghosts with that one.
place.
Okay.
I'm sure if I get powerful enough, I'll be able to just punch the ghost. Just gotta take more levels than Monk. That's all. Ooh, this one's fancy. The measure upgrade. Current health of a locked on enemy. Ooh. Unfinished manuscript. It doesn't yet have a title. I need more materials to solidify the theme. That bitch ain't never getting done. Memorial portraiture. The act of photographing dead bodies was practiced in Western countries in the 19th century, a time when photography was still rare and expensive luxury. The bodies of recently deceased family members and loved ones were photographed in lifelike poses as a solemn keepsake of remembrance. While researching the phenomenon, I discovered that a similar custom made its way to Japan as well. Known as post-mortem photographs, a small number of these photos still remain. I've been fortunate enough to obtain one such photograph, which I found to contain a certain beauty lacking in its Western counterparts. Japan always taking a dump on the Western countries. Fuck you, America. I mean, that's not just Japan. Everyone hates America. The North America. Nobody really complains about South America. And even in North America, they really only mean the US. They don't really talk about Canada or Mexico. When photography first arrived in Japan, it was accompanied by the prevalent superstition that photographs could steal a person's soul. Whether anyone truly believed it or not, it surely gave postmortem photography a special significance in Japan. Yay, Canada! Aren't you lucky, Fed? Y'all are just covered in maple syrup to distract people. Makes them think you're sweet. If photos were taken with this belief in mind, then postmortem photographs would not simply have been taken as keepsakes or for mourning purposes. Rather, the practice may have carried a certain deeper spiritual significance. You are tasty? Don't eat yourself. Stop that. Get some help. Hisoka's litter. To Ren Hojo. The camera he left me to look at its device known as the camera obscura. Its purpose is to capture images of supernatural things invisible to the naked eye. No? No what? No, you're not eating yourself? Or no, you won't stop? And you must stop. Cease. These cameras are incredibly rare, with an almost mythical status in the antiques market. A few have been known to exist, but this is the first I've ever seen with compound lenses. I don't mean to frighten you, but rumor holds that to own a camera obscura is to invite misfortune. So does everything. Come on now, Hisoka. That's like saying, oh, eating things causes cancer. Oh, we know, Hisoka, everything causes cancer. They say everyone who has owned one has either died, lost their mind, or gone missing. The cameras themselves have outlived many owners. I'm not sure how that's possible. I mean, wouldn't it just, like, bust after a while? Yes. If that is just yes. I feel like at some point it would have just dropped. I mean, people break their cell phones all the time. You're not going to tell me that they took care of cameras that well back then. While some aficionados do seek them out, the stories of previous owners meeting with such misfortune has had an impact on their value as antiques. My camera obscura was left to a local family after its previous owner passed away. He graciously gave it to me. Soka, did you extort a family? That was real rude. Very gangster of you. I believe yours is still usable, but please do exercise caution in doing so. Sincerely, Hisoka Kurosawa. P.S. The cover on your camera obscura is broken, but it seems it originally had a box shape. I doubt you'll sell it to me, but I would like to borrow it for a while if you don't mind. I am happy to compensate. Please think it over. I left the shadow reading report on the sofa. I should take it with me, just in case. As my man voice. Ren is a man. Must get down to business. To defeat the Huns. Who knows what I might need? Yuri's report. Report written by Yuri seems to be about the photo album. Oh, the reading. Forgot about the reading. Client Ren Hojo, reported by Yuri Ozukata. Verified by Hisoka Kurosawa. Details of text. Find items pertaining to postmortem photography, Mount Hikami. If possible, perform shadow reading using a postmortem photograph found on Mount Hikami as a token. Locate the album postmortem photographs on Ichiru Manor. Took custody of the object. Oh, the little map. That's a big map. Where did I put that book about Mount Hikami? Has Rui been tidying up again? It might be on one of the shelves. That shelf that you pointed me to? That's glowing? Are you sure it's not this shelf? I have a good feeling about this shelf. It's a shame there's a box in the way. My mortal enemy cannot possibly step over or even move the box. I guess we're doomed. Game over. Can't reach the book. Well, it was nice playing with all y'all. Not so many spooks this time, but that's okay. Alright, get the book. The Maiden Slayer. That's an anime. But you're gonna be on the fence of whether it's a gruesome anime or a saucy anime. Or there's another anime that has the same title that's both. Ultimate Misfortune. I don't think the story has anything to do with what's going on now, but you never know. Why not both, exactly? Mount Akami has long been steeped in legends revolving around suicide and ghosts. Revered as a sacred place since time immemorial, it was once worshipping ground and home of many shrine maidens. Once there was a man who fell in love with a maiden and came to the mountain in order to court her. However, she remained loyal to her duties and refused his advances. Oh, that never goes well. A woman daring to refuse a man? Time to murder! Enraged, the man killed her and threw her into the river. He just literally in one sentence, just dead. Refuse a date? Dead. Fuck you. Several days later, he returned with a torch and blade and proceeded to brutally butcher all the shrine maidens on the mountain, tossing them to the river as he went. Well, so he had to deny every single maiden and just decided they all had to die. Can't imagine why they said no to him. He sounds like such a catch. Kind of man that approached you, tipping his fedora, saying, "Milady," and then not 2 seconds into your conversation is talking about how B-boys aren't traditional feminines anymore. They should learn their place in the kitchen and at my feet. They better shave and shower and submit to me at every possibility. When I continue to eat my Cheetos and drink my Mountain Dew and refuse to see what soap is. Gross, hate that. It's terrible. Horrid. The waters of the mountain flowed red with the blood, carrying the slaughtered corpses of maidens all the way down to the pool of purification. Probably now full of corruption. Just saying. It is said that the eyes of each of the shrine maidens had been gouged out. So, Itch didn't just come out to dismember them, he also plucked out their eyes. Probably because he felt like they were judging him. Probably because they were, but not really until he opened his mouth to reveal what a horrible person he was. And then he's just like, "You females are just judging me. You think I'm ugly just because I weigh 300 pounds and I refuse to shave my neck beard." Just before killing the first maiden and tossing her into the river, the man's eyes met with those of his victims. Something in her eyes led him to murder the others, or so the legends go. Yes, it's his own insecurity that he saw there. His own insecurity mirrored in her eyes. He was disgusted by it. With all the maidens dead, he killed himself by cutting his own throat. "I must end my ways by the blade, as a tradition of my grandfathers, or at least of the manga that I read." At least his stench was finally stopped. The ghost of the shrine maiden, still drenched in those bloodied waters, have appeared on the mountain ever since. It is said that those who've met their eyes are led to their deaths. They follow the women into the water and drown themselves. Though only a legend, the story is believed to be based on an actual incident. Local records show that the bodies of several shrine maidens were discovered long ago, and that all the ritual sites and rites ceased to be performed on that day on. Big barf. Big barf head. Actually, there's more. Ruby's journal. Mr. Hojo can't clean up after himself. For someone who's lived alone for so long, he's incapable of housework. He can't cook, and he's bad at tidying up. Oh no. Ren, don't do it. Don't go down the dark path. I'm more like his caretaker than assistant. Ren, please. Look, I can see you're already in your dapper little soup. I swear to God, if you leave this place and put on fedora, we are done. I am throwing you into the river. Game over. He loses things all the time, and whenever he doesn't have a book he needs, he blows up. He usually ends up asking Miss Kurosawa for help. Kurosawa. I can read. I can definitely read. Doesn't mean I can pronounce correctly, but I can read. One time when I was trying to sort all of his books, there was one I couldn't find anywhere. It's like it just disappeared. Vanished like a ghost in the mist. Miss Kurosawa found it with her shadow reading. She went into his room on her own and then came back out a little while later with the missing book. She just smiled and said something about making the invisible visible. What is the shadow pity reading business anyway? Reminds me of that one time. I was tidying up and I came across something I'd never seen before. It's like Miss Kurosawa said, the invisible became visible. It was kept inside an old box. I don't even know what it was. I put it aside to sort it out later, but when I went to take a proper look, it had vanished. Must have gone invisible again. What an excuse for when you lose something. I just set it down on the table here as I turn around and oh, it's gone. Guess it's just invisible. How quirky.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Yeah, let's go.
I hate those blinds. What is this? I guess this is more of a Japanese style, but like they're like half a foot above the actual window there. No, not for me. Don't like. That's... Oh, okay. Oh, this is gonna be harder now that I don't actually have... Oh, you can actually see your reflection in there. Camera, would you look at that? Fancy. It'll be so much harder now that I can't... Can I whip around? No, let's just switch. No, they don't have, my controllers set up like they were before. Come to realize I don't like the case. 15. As to, I'm refreshing my buttons, yes. It's been a while. Oh, zoom. Zoom and lock. Oh, rotate. This is kind of working. It's kind of working. It'll go fine. Running at a silky smooth 60 fatal frames per second. Nice. A row hat. Upgrade. Enhance. Ooh. You missed us talking about fedora-wielding Cheeto Knight's hat. About how I'm concerned our current character might be a budding Fedora Knight. Oh man, I gotta spread out upgrades around like at least 2 people. Maybe more. Am I crazy? Wasn't there like a God of War whip around button? At least 2. You know, honestly. Oh, I think that's my sprint. My sprint? Yeah. That's your sprint? Oh, shut in, author buddy. You gotta get some exercise. Look at that. That's a speed walk at best. Look at him go. The delicate little anime girl. Chikoku, Chikoku. Don't push him so hard, he'll die. It's true. The asthmatic lungs of a baby. Oh no, wait, that's just every character in Phasmophobia. Oh, is that my that's my center. Is this finding my center? Oh, that's it. Wait. Look, I was taught to find ghosts, not run track. He certainly wasn't taught to write either. He's gonna leave that unfinished manuscript unfinished until he's old and gray. And dead.
It's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hikami after dusk. If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form. Only those who wish to die come here at that time.
Or foolish people looking to hunt ghosts. AKA us.
I think that's the inn where the album was found. This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Okay.
Tutorial Lens Obscura. Take multiple photos at once. Oh. Multi-shot Y function. Take 4 photos at once, dealing more damage to ghosts that you photograph. Multiple photos at once also get fatal frame shots. Ah, come on, ghosts don't exist. I don't believe in no ghost. Said the man who died. For multi-shot, the camera obscura will take longer than usual to reload film. Well, makes sense. Good thing I put an upgrade to reload quicker. Keep in mind that multi-shots quickly use up a lot of film. No. No way. Standard obscura lenses do not work with Ren's camera obscura. Yeah. X. Free to take more pictures if you wish. Anything else to take pictures of? Something sneaky you're hiding from me? A ghost, perhaps? No.
Is the camera working?
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
We should go.
Ooh. That's rough, buddy. Sorry.
I hear the older part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine. After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been here. There was a massive landslide that hit Mount Hikami. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Yeah, sure it looks that way.
He's also concerned with the fact that this person doubled up on their own speech. Expertly dodged that well-laid social trap. We can go this way. Go that way? Or should I explore? Not really going, are there we go. There we go. Look, that's a bit more of a run. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Pyras, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little whispers. What do they whisper to you? Do you hear them? Okay. Silka was investigating the inn and should head straight there. Oh, not that way. Many things. Keep asking me for money. As long as it ain't lewd. It's not lewd, but asking for money is pretty rude. How much money do they want? Is it a lot of money? If it's a lot of money, that might be your debt collectors. If it's only some coins, it probably is an actual spirit. It is lewd to be rude, but to be rude, you must be lewd. Camera's reacting to something. Camera obscura has the power to photograph the invisible. I wonder if this is the same. Oh, sorry, this is Ren. Gotta do my man voice. I wonder if this is the same as the power Hisoka used for her shadow reading. Nah, debt collectors are similar to ghosts in that they don't exist. You have news? What's the news? Is it good news? I hope it is. Downloaded a Final Fantasy game that I know nothing about. Perfect. That means you can have all the fun of discovering it. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I have no idea. Is it like... Is it a legit Final Fantasy game? Or like a fan game or something, you know? Little sneaky fan game? Oh, okay. Actually, an underrated FF game. Oh, I got it. Drowned woman. I got it. Oh god, sorry. Forgot. Motion controlled. Scratching my face. Must be rough when any of the games that you pick up needs to be the last fantasy game you ever play. Yeah, there's an awful lot of finals in that fantasy. Ugh. There's a heap of scrap wood at the end of the hallway. The water must have washed it all down here. There's a hole in the wall. I can see the next room over. It looks like it's just as flooded. Holy shit, goes over you. No. That's just a stress-induced hallucination. He's an author, after all. He has a lot of stress. What? I thought that was somebody's head. I just saw, like, the lighter part of... What the fuck is that? Like some watergrass or something? I don't know. I just saw, like, the lighter part of the corner of my eye. I was like, is that a head? We diving in that quick? Dive. Because it's water. So this is where that other ghost attacked. Oh, also, who wants to take some bets? How quickly before these two get separated? I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. Excuse you? The hatch on the dock shut itself. Must have been the wind. That's a powerful gust of wind. Oh god, Red. Could you please keep your wind under control? That's why you can't eat only instant noodles. Woman in the shadows, but there's another. There's another. Oh, I missed her. 3 minutes. Wait. Still acting like there was more. Alright. What are you? Oh, it's medicine. 2 of them. Ooh. Well, isn't that nice? Some film. Ooh. Old film, not as effective at exercising ghosts and takes a long time to load. Look, it's what we got. I need something else. I guess that's just a ghost. I think there's supposed to be ghosts going up that way. Oh. No. Thought for a brief moment it actually wanted me to take a picture of the hatch. Yeah, that's fine. Hands waving in the dark. Hello. Hello, friend. Yeah, that's not a trap. It's not a trap at all. No. Turns out it is not 3 minutes. Well, we're going like...
I don't think this is the way to the place Hisoka mentioned.
Shh, there's a thing. I want the thing. Ow. Whoa.
I don't think
Not now!
Mentioned.
Not now. The fuck? I'm sorry, she just gone? Would you not interrupt me mid-battle, woman? Did my body just don't worry about what the body did. It's too late to worry about what the body did. The windows in this hallway have all been nailed shut. Yeah, it's real safe. But it's... Look, we might also be a ghost. We don't know for sure yet.
It should be around here.
Alright. Herbal medicine 2. Oh, hey. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, that's not it. I fucked it. Oh. Oh. Hey girl. Oh yeah. What if you control the camera behind the camera's go? I mean, that can happen. Whoa, here she comes. Slowly, boy, she'll chew you up. Whoops. Ah. Sorry. The scream was very funny. You better go nuts? What does that mean? About to go maple nuts? What? Dodge! Oh wait, no, am I gonna have to defend my friend? Why is it so hard to bet one monster played? I don't know. Oop. Oh no, I do! I thought we were just gonna get separated, but it's worse. No wonder they keep giving me 2 medicine at a time. Took me 15 hunts to get a Rathalos mantle one time. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Whoops. Nope, wrong button. So... Are you gonna acknowledge what just happened there? Like, did you realize you felt anything? No? No, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. For some reason I'm so used to Y being the pause button. Yeah, yeah. What's up, guy? Hi. Hi. And I get a little water there. There's so much water around, but it's not drinkable water. Right. Okay. I have my throwaway film activated. A werewoman, I'm a hellhound. Technically female, yes. I am big, but I am a sporty model. Small chested is what it means. It's like, what I told Rictus was when I commissioned this piece was I want to show off my real self.
Room where Hisoka found that album.
So I need you to build me like
Seems so.
an Orcus war chief. And you nailed it. You got it. Little houndess. Hellhoundess, yes. Oh, yeah. It's not lined up right, but I'm getting the points. Doing it. Reacting to something. Maybe I can see something through the viewfinder. That thing. Oh god, please start. Ah. Eh, eh, eh. Does that work? Nope. Could you please just... Like, what is it? Oh, that was it. Wait, I had it. Ah, there we go, got it. It's been months since I played. A crumpled old note has materialized. This must be what the camera was reacting to. There's a note lying on the shelf. Maybe it belonged to someone who lived here. How long has it been since I lost everything? The mountains swallowed up half of my inn. All I have left is that old album of post-mortem photographs. The one left by my father. I don't even know who these photos are of. It's the last vestige of the family I have. How long have I spent here wallowing in the darkness? It doesn't matter. I'll burn it all, and then there will only be me. I think I'll end it up in the observation room on the roof. Sunset is lovely up there. So take it from a demon. You don't want to get possessed by a demon. Go get help. Camera's reacting to the note. Using this note as a token, I might find a trace that will lead me to some info about that photograph. Man in the darkness. Look, not everyone takes a good photo. It's okay. We ain't gotta constantly worry about them old school photos. The alcove wall has come loose, revealing black soil behind it, so a room must be buried. Easy does it. We're just gonna go right back under here. I know we're supposed to be worried about ghosts and all that crap, but I'm more concerned that eventually we're gonna crawl through one of these and just get smushed. Like the whole building just like boom, right on the back. Like this is an author. He can't take a back injury. He'll die. He never sits up straight. Just crumple like a pretzel. It's a very friendly doll again. There's a step here, and this part has floorboards. I think this was a display alcove. I have thought about doing a different kind of video on YouTube. I've thought about doing a couple different kinds. I see soil on the other side of the boards. The walls and ceiling are warped, and they're all creaking. The entire building must be buried. Or I would do like short stories, do like hell-based lore. Since it's not— oh god, easy, easy. I know you want out of the room, alright? I'm gonna do a shake behind my back. But I didn't really know, especially since I've been obviously posting my VODs. on YouTube. I didn't really know that would be something people would be interested in. But I think realistically I would have to just give it a try and see. Something there. Oh, you know, I think it might be dangerous something. Oh, they're a dangerous something, alright. Yeah, shut your chance. I don't want to get that close. Oh, oh god. Oh god, quick, 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 quick. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That's what I want. That's what you want. Up. Dodge. Honestly, this guy's screams are just hilarious. Oh god. Oh god. Dodge. Uh oh. I'm gonna just go ahead and take some. See, we're fine. Great. Girl, are you seriously not gonna ask about what the fuck is happening to you? I'm gonna try to take a portrait. Are you dead? Shit, 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 shit. Ah. One down. Oh, is that it? Holy crap, they did use a lot of film. I don't really know if you're a girl. Oh wait, hang on. Actually, probably. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Buttons, buttons. So, oohee, booyoohee. Rip. It doesn't say what Rui is. We're going with they. Rui is a they. Until I get confirmation otherwise. That I can't remember or has not been confirmed yet. Who knows? I don't know. They is fine. Oh, I missed. Oh, fuck. Damn it, he was so fast.
According to the stories, after the landslide, the owner of the inn moved to the third floor. They say he burned himself to death there, or that he threw himself into the lake.
That is what the note said.
Common enough story.
Tell me about it.
Oh. I can see water on the first floor through the gaps in the floor. I don't think I can get through here. You know, that's fair.
That if you look up at the third floor veranda, you'll see someone looking back down.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, why the fuck don't you just jump across? But realistically speaking, with how everything is just crumbling, not a smart idea to jump. You could just fall right through. So I gotta admit, are we seeing a big problem having both Ren and Rui sharing a health bar? It's probably like their greatest weakness. Yeah, double the hitbox, man. Brutal. Oh, what was that? The ceiling is caved in and blocked the hallway. Rebel looks to have earth mixed in with the concrete from the ceiling. Why is Ren slowly becoming a wrestler? Yeah. Expiring. Pick up this holy water. Sacred water. Okay. Oh, it's another hole. Anyone down there? Hello? No, not yet. Maybe later, but not yet. Just leave me around to my, little item. I haven't had the hands to try to grab me, which I'm surprised about since we saw a sea of them waving at us. Oh. Pale blue light is visible through the window. It looks like moonlight. I mean, considering it's fucking dark out, it probably is. Good job, Ren. Remember what time it is. Is that a watch? Do you have a watch on that wrist, sir? And you still can't tell that it's nighttime? You can't read a clock. Maybe you shouldn't have a watch. Don't see anything. Just, following the innkeeper. I'm sure he don't mind. Like, keeping my eye out for all sorts of hidden stuff like that. Could have walked right past that. Say 12 sheets, so like 12 shots per the thing that I pick up. I guess I'm actually almost full again on type 14. I didn't even know I could only hold 99, that sucks. Oh. My flashlight won't penetrate the thick glass. That glass be thick. Perhaps the landslide buried the building even up to this floor. That is true. It's just like one big snug tomb, isn't it? He went through the door. Can I sneak my way over to the machine? Maybe. Oh, that's what it was trying to tell me. Like you're gonna miss the thing. It did try to tell me. The game was like, look, I got literally a glowy arrow pointing it. Go get it. Speaking of spooky games, I was thinking about, not real soon, 'cause it's like a $50 game. Locked, I can't open it. Oh shit. Not that. I was thinking about purchasing Deathmark, which is like a horror visual novel type. It's more Japanese inspired, so it has like good creepy ghost horror in it. I thought about streaming it, but since it's a visual novel, I didn't know how enjoyable that would be. I don't know, I might do a poll on Gilded. See what y'all think. Just because I know most of you are on Gilded, and Have a think about it. The camera's reacting to the door. Nope. Back up. Nope. There we go. What's a gilded? A little child face? A little child looking at me from the hatch. A hatch child. There's something in the photo. It's a child. Or an imp. It's small and demony, that's for sure. The photograph shows the duct with its hatch open. This photo might be showing me the location of the key to this door. And the key to the door on that second floor. I mean, I could put... That's not suspicious in the slightest. I could put the poll on Twitter, but not as many of you follow me on Twitter. There's a soiled notebook here. That is 2 pages, not a notebook. Get over yourself. I know. I see you do, Fed, yes. Fed, I think you follow me everywhere. Which definitely sounds odd out of context, but it's true. Like the one found in the old building, it looks like it belonged to the innkeeper. Even before the landslide, there were always strange going-ons around here. Some years ago, 2 girls went missing on a college field trip. The police were stumped. A few days later, one of the girls turned up again, seemingly out of her mind. There were lots of theories, but most people believed they were simply spirited away. That girl came back each year to look for her friend like some sort of pilgrimage. Countless people have gone missing here over the years. We're all used to it by now. Sounds like, the admittance to being a serial killer. Just, oh, people happen to go missing from my inn, from this mountain. Oh, it's such a conundrum. The police just cannot figure it out. It certainly wasn't me. My father was spirited away too, as was the folklorist Keiji Watarai. Next it'll be my turn, I bet. I'll vanish with the rest of them. I doubt anyone will think to come looking for me. I mean, I kinda had to. Stairs this way? I think they were this way. Don't bump your head there, buddy. You're a bit too tall for these stairs. Alright, little hatch child imp demon. Give the key. Give me the key. Not that way, this way. No, not this way. No. No, Fed, drop it. Drop the key. Give it. Give. Oh god, I should... No, no, no. Sit. Stay. Drop it. Drop it. Could you please just... Actually, this is working less, isn't it? I liked it better from this angle. Rui. There we are. Oh, I think it just fucked it. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Bad child. Drop it. The hatch to the duct is now open. There's something in there among the pipes. Well, let's just casually grab it. No. Yes. See, it's fine. Got a key on a yellow keychain. It was fine. Alright. Nope, no, it's not. Go, go. Need a little bit of space. Oh god, not that way. Turn. The hell is it? Oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. Stop that. Oh, fuck's sake. It's you again. Weren't you exercised before? Also not 10 minutes till separation, unfortunately, no. I kinda wish it was. Oh, god damn it, this always happens. Not patient enough to wait. Don't. Uh-oh. Ah, you dick. Go! I dodged and then he got me. Turn. Come on then, come back up. Pew, pew, pew. Rapid fire. Now where? Do. The only bad part about horror games is that they're real. Oh god, whoa. Very hard to control. Back the fuck up. Are we good? You dead? Excellent. It's good to know. Even if I dodge, Ren may not, or Rui may not. Oh. I just had a thunk. I just had an idea. Rather, I should say, I have a little premonition here. They're very dangerous. It's very dangerous to keep those wheels turning. How much you wanna bet? Since Ren had those visions, those dreams, definitely not remembering things that happened, definitely just dreams. How much you wanna bet that he's gonna wind up drowning Rui? Like the same way, offering them up as a sacrifice. I'm concerned. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Ooh, that's my next goal. 8,000 points, baby. Snapshot harder. Wait, not that way, this way. Really am trying to figure out how I just dye another chew toy for you now. There was definitely a way I could just whip around. Mercy help me, I don't remember what it is. Also, just so you know, I don't usually torture people. That's technically not my department. Unless, you know, they're actually bad. Then yeah. I get permission to do whatever I want. Not just a big place, we just gotta take care of a lot of you people. Oh. No, you don't. Oh, you're bad. Didn't see that coming. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, gotta go. Sorry. Oh, ouchie, buddy. There's a big ouchie there. Don't you do it. There. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah. Hey, like that, punk. Where'd you go? Oh, you're there. Nope. Oh. Bam. Bam. Go, 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 go. It's like on top of me. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Look, bud, I'm sorry you suffered, but it's not cool of you to make others suffer. You fuck up. Missed my chance. Dodged. Sir, dodged. Oh, ouch, ouch. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he's a clinger. That ain't fun. Oh, I got him. He dead. He's been re-deadened. The ghost left something behind when it disappeared. The scariest part is the forced social interaction. Excuse me, sir, do you know the way to the train station? Oh, God, please. Please, I don't want to talk to people, please, no. My eye. I have a question for you. No, please, I get so nervous. Can't answer questions that easy. This place has gone from a tourist hotspot to a suicide hotspot. But I suppose that was always the case. This mountain and death go together, side by side. Mikomori was once known as the Grove of Shrine Maidens, a sacred grove where the mountain's maidens oversaw the deaths of the pilgrims, easing their passing to the other side. I like that. I envy it. I wish someone would be there to see me off. Well, let me send you off with a nice photo, eh? Take a selfie, remember the occasion. Was that the man who wrote this note? Ren, buddy. Keep up. Maybe I'll find something upstairs. Hello, Kappa. Spooky Cameron's going well. Still alive.
Rui, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Again, are we gonna talk to Rui about what the fuck is happening? Rui can't see shit. Oh, damn it. I missed my chance. I knew that would happen. I fucking knew it would happen. I still missed it. Also, I learned about a ridiculous car and I've started to introduce it as such. What? It's not looking great. Let's use a little bit of medicine there. Yeah. Top rough, all right, champ. Yeah. You've heard of the play A Streetcar Named Desire. Now prepare your anus for a car called Vengeance. Why does the car need vengeance? Is it Christine? The Batmobile? Open door? Okay. No. Oh, for the love of God, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. I loathe motion controls still. No, the car company named it Vengeance. That's... They're really running out of names, aren't they? The stairs leading down are buried under earth. It doesn't look like a get down this way. Also, that was definitely, like, one of the upper shrine maidens. I don't think it was the actual maid in the black water. Just because, you know, she didn't have her headdress on, but she was clearly up there. The skull. No, it's a mirror stone. Oh, I think that's a revive. Batman doesn't do that, yes. And no hat. It would be the Bat Vengeance if it was named by Batman. Come on. Get it together. It's like you don't even know your lore. A black stone that emits a mysterious light. If you run out of health, it will protect you. Fake fan exposed. Bat never really liked the bat. Like bat shark repellent, exactly. Can I go this way? Door won't budge. Something must be blocking it from the inside. There's another door above the stairs on the other side. Oh, so I guess this door is for our anime protagonist, whose name I've also forgotten. Yuri. Or Bat Turries. Like the Batmobile in the Arkham City series. Oh. Got him. Oh. Why, literally, you can outfit the car with pepper spray and electrified handles. Oh. I think Ruby got stuck behind the door. You'd say that was a Romac. You see their little feet? They're trying real hard to get out the door. I know, Rui, it's really hard to figure out doors. You can do it, I believe in you. Eventually, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway. Suicide note. The sunset beckons. It's calling me into the water. This is the right thing to do. What's that? That's not what I was trying to look at, but... The window below was shattered. Did that man jump from here? So he didn't just jump. You know, he took a rope and jumped, and that's why he shattered in through the window and attacked us. Ouch. Can't even reach the water from there, it's true. You need to go just a little farther to the right. Ruby, did you figure out the door? Ruby has not yet figured out the door. I guess Rui isn't the smarter of the pair. Let's just leave them over there. Damn it, Rui, you distracted me. Guess I'm glad you got through the door, but fuck you all the same, Rui. The silly ghost. Well, he wasn't a ghost at the time. You know? That was pre-ghost era. Ghost wanted to play hangman. The shame he's not very good at it. What am I looking at? Nothing's happening. I guess I'm gonna go through the door. Or it must be locked from the other side. Guess I'm not going through this door. We ghost hunters like to use dark humor to cope with the unrelenting oppressive horror. Yeah. The man is staring at something. Don't matter, I got him. Just more curious how many more times. I didn't even check that, so. The whole room is charred. That man might have left something behind. If he did, it'll likely be hidden.
Looks like there was a fire.
Hidden.
This must be where the innkeeper moved.
This door's not locked, is it? Guess I'll find out. I'll find out when I inevitably must fight him again. Where's it? Where's he? I hear the call. There's the thing. Oh, wait. They're moving too close to it. Oh, God. Please no. Please no. Please no. Okay. Wait. Okay. Come on. There we go. Oof. Hardest part of the whole game. Lining up the shots properly. Rui? Rui, no. Rui, bad. Rui, don't. Nope. This might be where the separation comes in, y'all. Turns out Ruby just wanted to hang out.
Really?
Looks like the answer was around an hour. We did a chat. Oh no. Blah.
Really? What's wrong?
No.
Is something there?
Keep going, keep going. Oh, dodge. No, you don't. I'd like you to stop, ma'am. Oh shit. Another player for Hangman. Rui, the word has 5 letters. All you gotta do is just try a vowel first. You know, like a vowel will do you good. You get a lot of easy marks that way. E is a great one to start out with, exactly. No, oh, sorry, Fed. That's one arm gone. Ah. Hey, no way. Bam. Ah. Stupid ghost. There was an E. Yes, there are two E's. You looking at it? There's two E's. Erlstein. The most common letters. Think goosebumps. Is correct. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Too close. Oh, you don't even have to hold it. Oh. Button. I'm okay. Oh god, not okay. Not okay. R, there is an R. There's an R at the end. Just need two more letters. She coming for me. She coming to touch my neck. I ain't into it. Back. Always happens. What are you doing? Where are these? There's in the second slot and the second to last slot there are two E's. And the R is at the end. Just cute. She really wanted to hang out, didn't she? Yep. Damn it. You bitch. You're just salty because you lost that hangman. How could you just... red, please. Right turn. Oh god, not that way, not that way, not that... There's T, there's no T. That is another arm, I'm afraid. Yeah, dodge. No, we're okay, we're okay. Turn. Oh shit, I just straight up missed. Oh, she there. She there. Little damage. Little here and there. Oh, she did. Oh. The word of the day was lever. Y'all were real close. Lever. No win.
Could you remember anything? Let's go home.
You cannot leave the mountain. You'll dissolve into nothing.
Is this a fight or is this a run? Oh. Get out of here. You're still not wanted. Oh, back. Infected. We did not lever. She's rejoined the party. Come in. Come in. Is that it? You just gonna hang out there? Alright. She just... Oh, she... Too close. Too close. Ma'am, you're a bit too close into the shot. I'm gonna need you to back up a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Turn around, bud. No, 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 we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you like that? You feckin' like, nope. Okay, okay. Can't camera work with me, please. This is definitely not the game where I don't want the camera to work with me. Oh, come on. Oh god, we're not doing well. Wait, 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 hold, pause, hold on. Hold the fuck on. There we go. Alright, proceed. Oh god, not like that, not like that, not like that. Oh god. She hit so hard. It's like a fourth of my health. Take your soul. Now you like that. Can't stand the quadruple. Oh god. No, 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 no. Don't. What are you doing? Ah. Oh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge. Okay. Oh, for the love of God. Yeah, just stay over here, Rui. She's not a healthy bitch to be around. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah, she got too far. Yeah, how you like that? Tasty, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Come on, I have another freaking close-up for you. No. Nope. Come on. Ah! What did you even throw at me? Oh, hold. Purifying embers, dry you from the black water. Guessing that's what I need first. Yes, yes it was. Ah, wait. I think I'm gonna get docked for the amount of items that I'm using, but like, come on. Oh, it's gonna hurt so good. How you like that? Honestly, lady, when do you feck off? There we go. She fecked off. Out here digging my paws in the dirt ready for a scuffle, and she's just like, oh no, not my soul. We're leaving. Friend said, nope, no more. A woman dressed like a shrine maiden. Is she connected to the note that I found? Oh, my soul, I need that. How else will she sing the blues? The album of postmortem photographs was assembled by a folklorist who lived on the mountain. His name was Keiji Watarai. He became fascinated by the custom and moved to Mount Hikami to study how it spread through Japan. Yep, that's what it says. I also find it funny that he's named Watarai, because it does kind of sound like water. I'm pretty sure that's probably not what it is in Japanese, but to an English speaker that doesn't know much Japanese, that's what it sounds like. My father seemed to take an interest in these photos as well. Strange foreign customs always fascinated him. You gotta head to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Take pictures of all the ghosts. I will. Good night, Fed. Hope you don't have nightmares. While he was running the inn, he helped Watarai collect post-mortem photographs from the nearby town. On Mount Hikami, water itself was defied. deified. Seems like Watarai wanted to get a deeper understanding of this unique outlook, so he set up a house in the forest to experience it firsthand. He was greatly aided by my father, who had already set up the inn by that point. He remodeled it from an old, unused shrine. I think he thought the extra religious heft would help attract more visitors. One day, the folklorist went missing. Several people formed a search party. They were unable to find a trace. Even the road to his house seemed to have been lost to the woods. My father scoured the mountain too, but all he found was that photo album. He was soaking wet when he got back. I remember he was acting strangely. His eyes had a curious glint, almost like he'd been possessed by something. I told you, take advice from a demon. If you're sad, you're more susceptible to get possessed, and if you don't want uninvited guests, go get help. Therapy may not fix your soul, but therapy can at least set the glue for you. But it's up to you to keep the pieces held together. The next thing I knew, my father went missing as well. I'd forgotten about the photos until I found them in the old building after the landslide. But now, I understand why my father left. Watarai too. These photos are so beautiful. Keiji Watarai, a folklorist who lived on Mount Ikami. Hisoka probably has some books about it. But we should get back. Rui needs rest. The photo album left behind by the innkeeper was put together by a folklorist who lived on Mount Hikami. As Ren and Rui explored the inn and traced the spirit of its owner, a ghost tried to lure Rui to suicide. Then, through the pouring rain, an ominous shrine maiden appeared. Ren and Rui left the mountain with more questions than when they started. Hey. Hey, you still got an A. Would you look at that? Nice. An interlude. Ooh, shadow reading. With Yuri Kozukata. With Hisoka still missing, Yuri recalls what she witnessed on the mountain. Yui taking her own life while entranced by a malevolent spirit and the bodies of dead shrine maidens washed up at the pool of purification. These disquieting images leave Yuri with no doubt that Mount Ikami houses some kind of horrifying secret. Yuri takes the camera obscura that she found on the mountain, begins searching for a token that will lead her to Hisoka. Ominous.
Suicide, huh? There was no body, right? And you said, what was it? That lots of women's bodies washed up afterwards? I think there have been reports saying something like that before. Oh, well. I'll see what I can find out tomorrow.
I forgot. I knew we dressed her up anime. I forgot she was this anime. Alright, take the camera. This is the only picture from the camera obscura that shows anything. Dark silhouette standing in what looks like a body of water. The other photos are no good. They're all black, as if they were exposed to strong sunlight. Sunlight purges the dark water. This doesn't tell me anything. Maybe there are more clues in Hisoka's room. To search. Anything else, though? Oh, check. There's some baskets and file cases on top of the dresser. Hisoka set them out for me, but I'm not sure what to do with them. When being a magical girl doesn't pay the bills, you need a side gig. But the only ones hiring are the Ghostbusters. I mean, that's the duality of magical girls. It's like, magical girl, sparkly pink powers. And the other face of the coin is horrific murders and terrifying ghosts. Oh, Maguka. It's a big pile of cardboard boxes. I haven't touched them since I moved in. Girl, you gotta unpack. Check the bed. Soka doesn't like it when I don't make my bed. I'll do it later. Just a bed. I don't get really making the bed. Just gonna get messy later. I get washing the sheets for sure. You wash your bedding probably more often than you think. Making the bed? Nah. That's just silly. Isn't this outfit from like a Final Fantasy game? I don't know. It's raining, it's pouring. I wouldn't be surprised either. Oh, check. Rain is pounding on the thin glass of the window. Wonder how long it'll be before a creepy ghost shows up. Hey, girl. Hisoka. She liked to sit at her desk to relax. The Japanese style of the room helped her de-stress. I'm expecting to look around in this mirror and see somebody else there. That'd be a good scare. It's an old Japanese style full-length mirror. I never liked looking into mirrors. Yuri knows what's up, though. She's like, you're bad. There's nothing of interest here. The drawer is locked. Camera obscura is reacting to it. We just... Oh, perfect. Now I'm gonna twist my hands around in a pretzel. There's something in the picture. It's a storeroom on the first floor. Upgrade her camera? Oh, wrong button. Camera, I sure can. Ooh, I got them points. Ah, so many points to do that, though. I guess that would give me more points in the long run. But the loading speed. Let's go with this for now. It's the lower tier, so it'll take me less time to get the loader. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm sure it won't take very long for actual ghosts to intrude into the homestead. I mean, Hisoka already kinda is, you know? But, in a previous game, the third one. I think it's called like the Taboo Tattoo or something.
Forgive me.
I honestly don't really remember. What was that? Is there something in that room? But one of the locations was the main protagonist. Oh. Also, she crying in there. And definitely got some actual scares leading into it. It's pretty good. I never got to play it, unfortunately. By the time I got into this series, by the time I got into this series, I could really only watch it because I didn't really get into horror games until late. It's far too late now to really buy the old Fatal Frame games because they're expensive. Like that stupid game, Shadow Hearts, that I finally remembered the title of. And I looked it up, and I'm just like, oh, it's like a quirky anime game about like gothic Lolita girls and like this were-tiger dude. Yeah, this is probably like real cheap. No, it's fucking $200 for a PS2 game. Eat my fuzzy asshole. No. Absolutely not. No. Sounds wild. I mean, it's anime. It's early 2000s anime game. JRPG for sure. Lots of those are stupid expensive now. They really are. And I don't get why. Money, humans and money is weird. Anyway, there's an old file here. About an Akari Narumi. It looks like a report on a shadow reading case. But most of it has been erased, making it difficult to read. I'm having a difficult time reading, apparently. Subject: Akari Narumi. Client is Kyoko Narumi. Token personal photo. Details in subject deceased. Nothing I could do. Oh. Downer. Girl in a school uniform. It's been crumpled up so many times you can't make out the face. Pretty sure it was that girl we just saw. She really does like clocks, doesn't she? Why are the clocks not at the right time? There's a survival horror game called Rulu Rose. Oh yeah! Oh, that's a good one. That I've been interested in trying, but it goes for like $400. Lordy. Oh, mercy. $400, damn. Rulu Rose is good, though. The nice thing about YouTube is that we can still experience the games at the very least. Or much more affordable. I know it's shocking. Don't die taking it. I mean, it's just $400. I mean, the most frivolous thing I probably spent $400 on was like this fucking sweet, genuine leather coat to use for some cosplays. And like, that was a big investment. Not gonna lie. Big investment, but like, it's a nice fucking coat. And like, look, after I bought that coat and I hung it up in my closet, my entire bedroom smelled like leather for months. Oh, it was wonderful. Loved it. Bookshelf was packed with thick tomes. Most came free with other antiques, and they've been kept in hope that we can sell them too. Rulu Rose is a good one, though. Such a weird, surreal horror game. Speaking of weird, surreal horror games, I think I'll also be playing Deadly Premonition at some point. Streaming it, I mean, as long as I can get the fucking ratio to work. Cool that the air freshener you bought came with a free jacket, right? Ah, it is wonderful. Yeah, you heard of it, Hat? Ah, it's a good one. Yes, luckily that one is still available on Steam. So if you wanted to play it, it's very affordable. Game is busted. I love it. There are some themes and storylines that are probably a bit dated, you know? But I think overall it's still a good game. At least, which, I mean, it is kind of janky. A lot of like older, over-the-shoulder FPS, pseudo-FPS horror games are kind of janky. I mean, you still hear me complain about this one, like, oh, the camera, oh no. I mean, this is a recent game. This came out. Oh shit, was it 2021? Fuck me, I think it was. A Japanese-style blind has been hung here. The fabric looks like it's been repurposed from something else. Ew, crafty. Oh, wait. There's a thing. There's something under the bed. Oh, it's a small key. Look at that, no hand or anything. Maybe it opens the drawer in Hisoka's desk. Ooh. Miku Hinasaki. Another case closed. Miku Hinasaki, client Sachi Iyama, a friend. Open his personal photo. Details. Disappeared searching for her missing brother, but was found. Mother of one, father unknown. Disappeared again 3 years later. So 2 disappearing acts. She should have been a magician. Note, photographer client is her daughter's guardian. Result, search abandoned. Attempted shadow reading several times, but traces were too weak to follow. Suspect subject is alive, but a newer, stronger token is required. Yet maybe the subject does not want to be found. A warm but lonely expression. She looks like she might fade away at any moment. I think she has. Alive, though. I wonder if she still is. Sumugi Katashina. Playing his family physician. Odd. Okay. Token is another personal photo. Details unstable family. Ah, well, there we go. That was solved real quick, wasn't it? Tendency to blame herself for strife with her half-sister bears self-inflicted wounds. Strict family may be the cause. Will ask doctor for care. Alter subject is found. After. That says after. I see that. Very faint F there. Search also abandoned. Contacted by the family, matter has been turned over to the police. Have been asked to drop the investigation. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Is that around her neck? Damn, the girl's not just like... She's not just trying to feel something. I think she just straight up tried. Luckily managed to fail. Damn. Her face is tinged with sadness. She's still missing, but her family has given up a search. Ugh. Oh, we found her. Oh shit, maybe she didn't fail a second time. Motherfuckers found her and just left her. Another one. Yuriko Ah. Client is unspecified. Token is a personal photo. Details emotionally unstable after family lost in an accident. Yeah, that'll do it. Stopped going to school a few days ago. Neighbors say she left home as normal. Claimed to see things others can't. Now recovered. Result, taken into custody. Observation required. Safely in my custody. Believe close attention is necessary. We'll look after her for a while. Taken into custody? So she lost her whole family. Did you see things? This lady took her into custody? I mean, I guess she doesn't have a family to worry about. I'm a little concerned that this lady was just like, I'm just gonna take this missing girl that survived a tragedy and just keep her under my wing. That's a little concerning. High school graduation photo. Just look at that intense expression. wonder how much I've changed since then. I still have a hard time looking at mirrors. So, does she hate looking at mirrors because she thinks back to what happened? Or do you think she hates looking at mirrors because that probably had something to do with what happened to her family? Ooh, what if she like looked into a cursed mirror and that's why she can see things? Is this the previous protagonist? Ah, I don't think so. I gotta admit, I don't remember Lunar Mask that well, even though it's the fourth game, the most recent game besides this one. But yeah, seeing some sort of dead person in there. Yeah, like maybe she looked into a mirror and she saw like a powerful ghost and then released it. And now not only could she see things, but that ghost like killed her family. And she's definitely not from Crimson Butterfly. That one was like the most popular Fatal Frame. And there was really only like 2 characters. And she's definitely not either of those. In the third game, there was just one new person brought in, as well as an old person from the first game. But she's not the new person, because she can't possibly be the new person. So unless Yuri is from Lunar Mask, I don't think so. I think she's a whole new protagonist. Oop, that's a wall. I want to go to the door, not the wall. Hello? Oh, there's a little jangle there. I expected to see somebody. It's her. It's the Maiden of the Black Water, DM. That's why she doesn't like looking in the mirror. She sees herself, the Maiden of the Black Water. Case closed. I want to make a video game and make it so that, like, if you do figure out the very twist at the very end and you shout it out loud like that, it just closes. Game over. Done. Imagine you're going to be the antagonist of your own game in the future. Hisoka put this desk here for me. This used to be Hisoka's bedroom, but she freed it up for me to use. Oh wait, want to go back here? This isn't where I wanted to be. Hang on. Door on the stairs, apparently. Well, okay, here's an interesting question then. If you knew you were going to be the antagonist, would you do something to change them? Or would you stay the course and just remain the antagonist? I guess I can go through the door instead. There's a door in the hallway. There's the door. I think the hallway leads back to the shop. Oh no, it leads to the bathroom. Soka prefers a large bathtub. It's too large for me to relax in very easily. Get a bath pillow. I feel like I'd be faded no matter what I do. That could be true. No, this is just a storage room again. Hang on. I'm lost. Lost in this very tiny space. I don't think I... Maybe I could preventively mitigate the damage somehow. It's possible, yeah. But I'd have to know what I'd be doing. I think... I think what I might try to do is that I don't think I would change myself, but I might try to reach out to the heroes and kind of explain why I wound up being the villain. Maybe then we could join forces and still proceed with my evil plans, yeah. Conquer through sympathy. Haruka Momose. Client is F. Himono, friend. Token is personal photo. Details client and subject used to be cafe regulars. A group suicide was reported at the time of disappearance, connection unknown. Quiet, gentle girl seemed keen to please others. But if I was told that now, I wouldn't know who the heroes would be or why I'd be the villain at all. Well, really, hero and villain are utterly up to the perspective of, well, really winners and losers, you know? That's it. It's only one page. Haruka Momose, compared to her photo with Fuyuhi, she has a somewhat darker expression. Miyu Hinazaka. That's one of them. That's the girl. I'm positive that's the girl from the Crimson Butterfly. Miyu Hinazaki, client is S.E. foster mom. Token is personal photo. Details went looking for her birth mother, missing since subject's childhood. Uttered something about Mount Hikami according to her talent agent. Said to possess psychic powers. Client is very worried. Miyu, I'm pretty sure it was me. Photo of a slender, elegant young woman. So this is Miyu Hinazaki. It doesn't look like. But I'm pretty sure it was Miyu and Miyu. Are they Hinazaki? Ah, fuck. Look, I'm an old ass bitch, and just even though technically 10, 15 years isn't a lot of time to me, that's plenty of time to forget names. Ooh. A cassette tape from answering a machine. And yep. The label shows the tape and client's name. Oh, we got another one. Kazuya Sakaki. Mine is Ren Hojo. Oh, okay. On the personal photo, known to wander off when incommunicado while gathering postmortem photographs for Ren, awaiting possible contact. Gives a bad impression, seems quite unlike Ren. What does that mean? Kazuya Sakaki, friend of Ren's, but I've never met him. Ooh. Journal tucked away in the drawer. Looks like some notes relating to clients. Met with a potential client. Doesn't know whether the subject is alive or dead. Says she may have wandered off somewhere. Maybe waiting for help. Doesn't want to leave home in case subject comes back on her own. I tripped up, said something I shouldn't have. I asked what she'd do when we find her. She laughed and said when she gets back, there are things I want to tell her. Her smile looked forced. She looked worn down by it all. I should mind my own business. I'm worried about leaving Yuri alone, but this one is urgent. No time to lose. I have to go. I guess this was what happened just before she died. This file lists the missing person cases that Hisoka took on. Haruka Momose, this girl that Fuyuhi was looking for. Maybe I will track her down if I use this photo as a token. Girl, no, you gon' die, alright. Magical girl, away! Oh. Go down this way. She runs like a little lady, doesn't she? Oh, look at me, I must go. Didn't I make fun of her before? Oh, wait, no, this is the bathroom. I can't help myself, I'm mean. Back door is locked as you. Oh, it's back. dokie. Well, that's the storeroom, isn't it? It's been too damn long, clearly. Love how the coat clips through her arms. Coat? Vest? Thing? Yeah, sure. Cape vest, yeah. Something like that. Not sure what it is. It's avant-garde Japanese fashion. Is that a camera? We have security footage here? You can look down on the shop from here. Oh, I see. I see. Obviously, there's going to be security footage for the actual shop. That makes sense. Creak. Creak. Slowly making my way through the front door. Oh. Wait. Was ready. Soka. This time, I'm the one who saved you. Using the camera obscura, you have found a number of missing person case files connected to Mount Hikami. She is now more determined than ever to head back to the mountain to find Hisoka. And I'm sure it will go well. Interlude. Done. Costumes. Have anything new? Oh god, 10,000 points now. You get a swimsuit, which just sounds terrible. Wait, this is for Yuri. Normal outfit, a groom's outfit? Well, that's all we have for him. 10,000 points? Nah. I think it doesn't preview them purposely to try and bait you into buying them. Okay. What time is it? Okay. Well, I enjoyed this dive back into Fatal Frame. I think I am gonna have to call it there, just because unfortunately I still have to get up early tomorrow. But I should also still be here tomorrow night. I'm glad to be back at streaming. I didn't really like skipping the nights that I did, but I did anyway, because I was like, ugh, I'm a tired, cranky bitch, and I don't think I can make people laugh. And you know what? I thought tonight might also be similar, but I think I did a good job. I think it will. Oh, I ain't scared of no ghost. No ghost ain't gonna get me. Thank you all for joining me, though. Tomorrow night I will be back with God of War, maybe? Maybe. I might change my mind last minute. You never know. We'll see. Until then, everyone have a good night, or good morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you all in hell.